Hey there guys, Conkertron here, back with the debut episode of the next solo run, where we're just gonna get right into it. We're doing this in Swap Force because when the Sensei tournament was over, I asked you guys whether to do the next one in Spires Adventure and Swap Force. Obviously, it was Spires Adventure, so that means the solo run is going to be in Swap Force, and as you already know, the solo run is in fact going to be with Bumble Blast. So thank you for everybody who voted. It was actually, until like a last minute, it was a tie between Bumble Blast and Scorp. Personally, I don't really care who won out of those five, because I chose those five that I actually wanted to play as. Now, I also chose a safe slot that I already finished the story in, so I could skip the dialogue, but apparently not. So yes, Bumble Blast does have all of his upgrades. I went with the far superior top path. You definitely have that, I'm not even joking. You can see the backpack. And we're just gonna get straight into chapter 1. Yep, Mount Cloud Break, let's go. Now, hopefully, I can do several of... I've decided that I want to do as much levels or chapters in a solo run as possible so we can get through it faster. Of course, it'll vary. Like these at the beginning, I think I might be able to cram 2 in per episode so we could get through it like half as fast, but towards the end, maybe not, because some of them are longer than others, of course. So yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be really easy. It's just going to be me spamming this button, pretty much. Get out of here. No.
Use your attack button to clear the wreckage.
Like I said, easy peasy.
Hey, Skylander, you mind knocking all that broken stuff off my ship?
Actually, out of all the characters there, Bumble Blast and Scorp were probably my top picks. Personally, I think I would rather play as Scorp a little bit more, just because this gameplay is a little bit more involved and a little bit more complex. While with Bumble Blast, you really just spam buttons. Like, I mean, come on. Like, there's really no wrong way to play as Bumble Blast. You just spam buttons. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be most of this solo run. Like, seriously. And then next solo run. Oh boy. Next solo run might be Spires Adventure, anyways. Because the next Tron lock is going to be in Superchargers. And then, well, it actually might be Imaginators. Possibly Trap Ring. Well, it's not going to be Superchargers or Giants or Swap Force again, I can tell you that much. After that, I'm not entirely sure. I didn't even mean to do that, but I mean it works. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Easy, come on. Die. So yeah, he's not max level, but I mean, he doesn't really need it. He's got all of his upgrades. So hopefully we can get through 2 levels in this episode today. I am, for later levels, I might do the checkpoint, the halfway point. So yeah. And like I said before, I'm doing the same one so I can skip dialogue and cutscenes and stuff like that, so that way we can just get through it faster overall. As always, I'm going from point A to point B. Don't care about anything along the way because I've collected a lot of it on my first playthrough, but...
Actually a super secret, incredibly...
Alright, shut up.
Skylander, over here.
What was that?
I can't believe I'm talking
Anyways,
to an actual Skylander.
now it's time for story time. I actually want to record this about an hour ago. I went to record about an hour ago, but my computer needed to restart, and it took an hour to actually do that. I don't know why. So for the past hour, I've just been sitting here in front of my computer and Wii and stuff like that, not even doing anything. Like, I ran around a little bit with my legendary Chop Chop. I did a few like time challenges and stuff like that, but it was kind of boring. Although I am really excited for this because I get to play as Bumble Blast. Also, I do want to. They should have called this the Chompy Pit because that's what this is. The first 3 games have a Chompy Pit. The first 2 games, obviously, like you have to defeat a certain amount of. It's like got the little number thing out of 10 or whatnot in the top corner. This is the equivalent of that because all that come out are Chompies. There's no number or anything, and I'm not going to have to count. But it's basically just a Chompy Pit. That's all it is. Bye bye.
Hooray!
Let's check this.
Oh no!
Tangle Thicket? Oh, I thought that's the Thacket for some reason. Oh, come on. Really? I've also got this hold thing, which is going to be nice for ladies. Like boss fights and stuff like that. Well, I'm not going to, because this is a freaking solo run. What part of that don't you understand?
Oh my! A true Skylander! We're
Oh
single.
my. Shut up, Miss Poppy. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Clunk. That should like
Ever so much,
break their
Skylander.
ankles or
We'll
something
break
like
out
that
the rest of these
from that
puppy
fall from that height.
Buzz off.
Alright. Get out of here. Bumble Blast is just too overpowered. This is gonna be way easy. But that also answers a question that I had for something else, was because I'm using him in a solo run here, that means I'm not going to use him for the upcoming Supercharger lot, because he actually qualifies for the rules and stuff for that one. I'm actually going to open this just because. He actually qualifies for that, so now I have an excuse to use somebody else. Which, I think no matter what, I would probably use somebody else anyways.
Skylander. You could just push the blocks out of the way.
So yeah. I'm not going to tell you though.
Sure is nice
I'm
to
also
have
not going to tell you
Skylanders
what the theme or anything is like that. That's a secret. Right. I'm just going to say it right now that I'm probably going to say that that was easy a lot during this entire game. Although hopefully, I'm aiming for 8 episodes. I'm pretty sure that there's 13 different areas to go through.
Go show 'em how to
We're gonna do 2 of them today. Hopefully another 2 next week, and then maybe another 2 after that. I don't know. But I'm gonna aim for 12. That means I just gotta make up for like 4. But like I said, some of them will be like 1.5, and then another 1.5. So yeah, I wish I figured that out before the Pop Fizz solo run, because I easily could have melded together like 2, maybe 3 episodes, especially at the beginning. Alright, so this is the checkpoint. Yeah. Every level has a checkpoint, so that'll be helpful. Okay. You can see the bees in... You can see attacks and stuff like that in cutscenes like that, which means that they don't cut you out into like a separate... Like when you're programming, you can like cut out to a separate and little... whatchamajig? Separate like area to do that, so like no matter what, that's gonna pop up. But like since you can see bees and other stuff like that, that means that they just took the camera, zoomed in on it, on the thing, and then
Think you can get us down, Skylander?
put the text and stuff there. So same for anything, any other introduction. I actually quite like the introductions. I think they're actually really cool.
You'll need to find a key to
Yeah,
get
I
past that
realized
gate,
that.
Skylander.
Shut up. I actually think that they're really cool. They did that in Spires Adventure, but they didn't have the guy saying like Chompy or anything like that, which was actually my favorite part. But then in Giants, I'm pretty sure that they did. I mean, I know that they did the introduction. I'm pretty sure they said like Chompy or something like that. And if they didn't, that means I'm getting it mixed up with Sky Stones, because in Sky Stones they actually say that the guy actually says the whatchamajig.
Skylanders of the water element are
But
stronger
anyways,
in
I'm
this zone.
gonna try to leave no man left behind here. I'm also usually I would go for like that money and stuff, but I'm just gonna keep going to save as much time as possible. No. I am speed. I actually did a time challenge of this while I was waiting with Chop Chop, or Legendary Chop Chop, whatever. He got in like 4 minutes and 45 seconds, but there was a lot of time freezes, and at one point I had like a minute in time frozen, so it was probably closer to 10 or 15, at least 10, yeah. Right. Spit some honey at him. Bumble Blast is an absolute beast in PvP. Like, my brother usually uses Spires, and Spires is ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. Spires has so many different ways to kill you. It's ridiculous. I competed it. Like I said, as much time save as possible, so we're just gonna go straight to Cascade Glade. But yeah, Spires is ridiculous. There's only a few Skylanders that I've actually beaten him with. I've beaten him with Zap, Chop Chop, Bumble Blast. I think I did it with Flame Slinger too. And that's about it. I couldn't do it with Wrecking Ball. I couldn't do it with Drill Sergeant. Couldn't do it with a few others. But to be fair, like, Wrecking Ball and Drill Sergeant weren't fully upgraded like the others. And like, Chop Chop would just walk up, like, put your shield up and walk right up to him and then unleash it while he was shooting at you or whatnot, so yeah. And then Zap was just really quick on his feet and could, you know, zap him really fast. And then Bumble Blast as well. Bumble Blast, you just gotta hit him with the goo like once, and then like even when he's in the air, they'll swarm him. So yeah, another thing was that he really liked to use that up in the air move because he would drop the spiders there. Yeah, go up in the air, drop the spiders, maybe do something else like use that charge attack, and on the way up, go up, and then he's used his soul gem, the big laser thing, which was ridiculous. It's really hard to use, so you usually gotta time it. It was basically a lot of timing with Spires. You can beat him, except it's each match took like 5 minutes at least, mostly more. I think really the only one who completed it under 5 minutes was Bumble Blast. Just because he would go up in the air, and then right before he came down, I would put the little third move, his little ball, he'd hit it, explode, get the honey on, and just keep shooting him. That's basically how I did that. And then occasionally get in the trap, because I think the Swap Force arenas are absolutely terrible. I don't like them. Like, the Rampart Ruin one, like it's kind of based off of that level, but it's not the best level anyways. Or not the best representation of that level, because that's gotta be my favorite level in this whole thing. It's not up there. And they did a crappy job. There's a bunch of teleporters, so it's just really hard to do anything. Like, super hard. You're gonna die before you even reach it. Okay, maybe not. But it was just like super hard to do anything because people would just teleport around. I used the teleporters a bunch. I didn't like it. Quicksand Quarry? No. Like, just no. You gotta like bounce around. Just one, if you get the high ground on that one, you basically win, especially if you're a ranged character. And the teleporters, actually there wasn't a whole lot of teleporters, but the quicksand is just really annoying. The best one is Frozen Outpost, because the traps is kind of just fun to mess around with, but they never really gotten a big outcome on the thing anyways. But still, you could teleport everywhere. The one reason that took so long was because you could teleport absolutely everywhere. And again, if you got top, you basically win. The only reason I like it is because it's, what do you call it? Circular, like the arena, like the elemental wheel or something from Giants. Like the Spires Adventure one, I didn't do a whole lot of, what do you call it? Battle arena in Spires Adventure. I did a lot of it in Giants because I got in during the Giants area right before it came out, so I got the thing then. But yeah. Oh. Ow. Yeah, I don't even care if I get hit for these first few levels, like, it's not gonna matter a whole lot. Also, I almost went through this entire game on medium, because while I was messing around, somehow I put it on medium for something, and then I figured out later that it was on medium, so I put it on to hard. And if I didn't check that, I don't usually check the difficulty, so I would have gone through this entire game on medium instead of hard, like I usually do. And yes, it's on hard if you want proof. And even if it, yeah, hard. See, I'm not doing it on Nightmare. I don't hate myself. Like, you only do Nightmare if you're really good or just want to not live. Especially if you're doing a solo run like that. Also, these lock puzzles aren't the best. I prefer just about any other lock puzzle, like the Spires Adventure and Giants one. Those are classics. The little imp guy from the track team one is probably my favorite. The supercharged one, it's not bad. I like what they were trying to do. It's just kind of hard to control. Maybe a little bit more control, but yeah. And then Imaginators is just a worse version of the track team one because it's the exact same thing, except they don't use the same little gremlin dude. They use like a food fight guy, or like Food Fight's little brother or something. So yeah, my favorite's Trap Team. Then after that, probably the Swap Force. No, not Swap Force. Giants and whatchamacallit, Giants and Spires Adventure. And then I would probably put the Imaginators, then Swap Force, and then finally Superchargers.
Skylanders of the magic element are stronger in this zone.
Ow, okay. Like, go away. Yeah. Okay. I take back what I said before about a lot of spamming. To fully use Bumble Blast, you do have to use all of his moves. They each do better for a different situation. Like, if you're up close, use this. If you're trying to do them from far away, do that. But, like, you can easily win just by spamming his first move anyways, like, regardless. But you'll do a lot better if you use all of his other moves. You'll just get through everything faster. I'm also glad this ain't a time challenge, because otherwise I'd be hit a lot. But, like I said, I don't care what score I get because I'm just going for speed. Now, if we were using Scorp on the other hand, he has speed. My Scorp actually isn't fully upgraded. He's missing a soul gem, but that's not a huge issue. But yeah, he has speed and is in my opinion, I like him better than Bumble Blast. Just because he's a little more involved. But, like I said, Bumble Blast was my second pick, and I'm fine with that. And besides, it's Bumble Blast. It's impossible to lose. Oh, I forgot to go over rules. Oh. I think I'm gonna do the mulligan thing again like I did for Pop Fizz and ones before, because I've only got one Bumble Blast. If I were doing lives, I would want at least 2. I would want ideally 3 of a single Skylander. Like I've got 3 Chop Chops, 3 Stealth Elf, stuff like that. So once I get to them, then I can do the live thing. Really just because I don't want to... What do you call it?
Oh, thank goodness, the Skylanders! We're saved! Look, Chieftain.
I forget. I don't want to restart. That's it. I don't want to restart. The whole reason I would do lives is so I don't have to restart and replay the level. Mulligan, I still have to do that, but if I fail a second time, then it's game over. But if I did lives, then if I died, I could put a different one on and then keep going from there. But I've only got one Bumble Blast. Now, if I had every single Bumble Blast release, that being Light Core, Standard Series 1, Light Core, and then the Series 1 Jolly Bumble Blast, if I had all of them, I would go for lives. But I don't have all of them. You know what? It's only 20 minutes in. Let's do Mudwater Hollow. This one actually isn't too bad. So we're actually doing 3. That's actually something. The max length I want these videos to be is about 40 minutes.
Thought he'd be taller.
That's just the max I want to do.
Kinda cute for fish. Have you seen this ancient flashy
Okay, fishies.
Is it?
We got some fishies.
Ooh, isn't it exciting that we get to be
I actually really like Mudwater Hollow. Like the first 2 map levels, they seem really similar to me. I don't know why. I do think I like Cascade Glade a little bit better than
You've almost reached the flash fin, Skylander. You
the
just have to
Travel to
save it.
Woodboro, but they just feel really similar. This one, on the other hand, I actually quite like this.
Element are stronger in this zone.
This is the first different one that I've liked, and I actually really like it. Easily top 10, maybe. Well, there's only like 13 different chapters, so easily top 10, maybe top 5. Boing boing. Alright. Take these moves down. Boom. I love that move just because it coats them in honey, which is nice, but it also knocks them backwards. This one, the Queen Bee, is also really nice because if you do it on like one of the smaller enemies, like the Grumblebum Thrashers or Agreeable, then it actually will knock him up in the air. He'll be like knocked in the air, the bee will come back again, knock him in the air again. So it puts him out of commission for a little bit. It'll just keep knocking him up in the air until it disappears. So it hits him like 3 or 4 times. Which, like I said, is nice because it puts them out of commission for a little bit. And something else. It just does really good damage, puts them out of commission.
Move the bobber to try
I mean,
and
there's
catch
no
the
reason
fish.
not to.
Press the button
The
to
triple
reel in
one
your
is also
fish.
kind of nice because you get 3 times as much bees out as you usually do. But I don't really use that one a whole lot, and you can just spam it. Like, come on. Like, why else would you need to? I also realized my thumb's probably gonna get pretty sore just from spamming the A button so much. Like, even right now, you're trying to do this. Alright, come on. The one part that I'm actually kind of afraid of is the... Well, this level, I don't think I think I'm gonna be fine until the Glumshanks one. That was the first time I lost a Skylander during the Swap Force Tronlock that I did. That's the first time I lost a Skylander there. Are you dead yet? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. But other than that, I think we'll be fine up until... I don't actually know. I'll probably have to look at it. Bad guy Basher. Sweet. Actually, let me look. This is bothering me way more than it should. No. So after this is Rampart Ruins, like I said. That does not count. Iron Jaw Gulch shouldn't be a problem. Motleyville, there's that boss fight. That might be where it goes up a little bit in difficulty. No, actually scratch that. Twisty Tunnels is going to be the difficult one because of the Serpent's Pink little thing. Boney Islands. This is basically each time you go across this, like, it's a level difficulty increase, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be fine. Like always, I'm worried about the boss fights. Phantasm 4, it's kind of hard, but Chaos' Fortress. Motherly Mayhem shouldn't be a problem. Cloudbreak Core might be a problem. Chaos' Fortress shouldn't be a problem either. So overall, I'm not really seeing any big threats. Or like humongous ones anyways. I don't like pushing these blocks. At least I'm gonna push one. Alright, give me the key. This is probably gonna be close to a 40-minute episode just because I'm doing 3 instead of 2. I was only planning to do 2, but apparently not. Did I actually see? I want to show you. Oh, come on. Seriously, bro? I want to do the mega shot thing. The pow. Yeah, see, it keeps knocking them up, and then they either die or the queen beam goes away. And even if they do die while I'm near, the queen bee will go after somebody else, which is nice. Hello. Pow. Yep, just knock them straight off the edge. Don't even worry. Oh, come on. You have to talk to him.
I'll take you down the river, Skylander, but my steering wheel is
I'll take you down this river, Skylander. Okay, that's nice. Activate. Thing is, there aren't a whole lot of solid gates. Like, there's a few at the beginning. That seems to be... Like, there's an undead, solid undead one before... solid life one, and then another solid life one. Actually, now I think about it, it might be a solid one. There's like 2 or 3 elemental gates per level, and there's at least one solid one, just like classic elemental gate. This bit's just gonna take a while. Although, I do really like this level. Although this just kind of slows down the pace a little bit.
Yes, sirree, that's me, the strong and silent type.
Yeah, there's literally nothing to do.
Me to put a fish hook in it.
We just throw bees in the water.
I'm done talking, I'm done. I ain't saying one more word. In fact, that's now. I'm done
no,
talking.
go this way, will ya?
I'm done. I said what I have to say, and I'm finished now.
Boing, boing.
This here gate ain't gonna open.
Alright, that's nice, dear.
Gear that's missing.
Yeah. I'm just so glad I can skip dialogue now. Also, fun fact, there's actually something back here. I did not know this until I was watching a video and somebody and they actually went back here. I think it was during Ignite the Fire's brightness lock. As recording this, I think he's put out the second to last episode. I haven't watched it yet, but I do plan to get on that soon. Alright. Don't even need to cook them with honey force. Ow. Usually that does like 100 damage. I don't know why I don't want to do like 25. Savage Steve. I hate the fishing stuff. These fishing stuff is just so slow and I hate it. Now the grind, like mini games in general. Swap Force, I don't like the turret sections. It's probably got the worst turret sections. The worst turret sections. Just because you don't have a turret health, you have a it goes straight, if you get hit, it goes straight to your Skylander. In games before that, you get the turret health. Now Giants actually, and Spires Adventure is probably the second worst, just because in these games there's like an auto aim, like you shoot at it and as long as it's inside the like humongous circle, it'll automatically go for it, like if you shoot near it. But like in the first 2 games, you have to like absolutely nail them in order for it to count. Although, like in Pop Fist Solo Run number 10, that was absolute a pain. Thing is, I think I know what was wrong, because after that, I actually went through it on Nightmare Mode in the Nightmare Mode save file. I had to do the entire level twice to get the speed run and then the no life loss because I accidentally lost a life, but...
Let me tell you, Skylander,
and I did it first try both times on Nightmare Mode. I didn't even get close to dying. And I do have a theory, that being, one, I was using Stealth Elf, which had the watermelons, and the watermelons have really big hit boxes, so you just have to be pretty close for it to count. And two, I was doing it on a bigger screen, which is like 10 times the size that I'm playing on right now. So that probably also counted towards it. Thing is, I really hated it because I went through it twice on hard mode. Twice on hard mode, I beat it, and then I actually lost Pop Fizz, so I had to do it all again. And this time I just went straight for easy, and I actually lost it on easy. So I had to do it a total of 4 times, twice on hard and twice on easy, which is just straight up embarrassing. But I don't care. It's Dreadgount Attack is still a really cool level. It's really cool. Like, you get to stay in your hub world and go explore. Like, no other game does that. Oh, there's another solid one. Maybe that's wrong, because that's a solid magic. Okay, maybe I was wrong, but whatever. Yeah, Dreadgount Attack, amazing level, but turn section on the small screen, no thanks. You have problems with this? Thank you. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, I don't need the money. I've actually, if you look back, I think I've gained nearly 1,000 coins just from playing the game. And I'm not even joking. I'm actually pretty sure I can make that. Yeah. Speedrun strats. You can actually go back there. If you need to know where the last preserver is, you can actually go back there to get the floaty thing. I actually did that first try, which is something new. I usually don't get it first try that fast. Alright, Alright, on the Wii version, there's that little swirly bit there, and that's usually where it stops, and it just puts you right in the middle of the town. So, the town is actually checkmarked, I'm pretty sure, so... Oh yeah, I'm playing this on Wii U. I actually did the Swap Force Tron Lock on Wii. This one is on Wii U. So there's no loading times, everything looks better, and honestly, if you asked me before I got Swap Force for the Wii U, I would have said I don't have any problems with the graphics or anything like that. I'm gonna die. I would have said that I don't have any problems with the graphics, but if you ask me now, I didn't have any problems with the graphics, I thought it ran fine, but if you ask me now, I would say that they're absolute garbage, especially compared to this. There's so much more detail that they've put out a bunch of toast content that I didn't even know was a thing. Like, they cut out a bunch of small things. Like, there was no big obvious stuff, but it was like the small things, like... Seriously? Okay. What do you want me to do? I don't have another Bumble Blast. I'm not redoing this. I'm gonna do it with Scorp. Actually, do I do it with Scorp? How far was I? Did I get to the checkpoint? I don't think I got to the checkpoint. Whatever. Why is that a thing? Yeah, shut. Fine, I'll restart. Goodness. I was so far
The secret cove is just ahead. Home to the ancient known as the Flash Fin.
That really sucks.
I thought he'd be taller.
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna tell you it now. I'm gonna absolutely speedrun this with Flame Slinger because I don't care. Last Bumble Blast did it once with absolutely 0 problems. Now it's just a matter of getting back to where I was as fast as possible. I'm just gonna put Flame Slinger on with some winged boots or something and just tear through it. Hopefully in like half the amount of time. I'll see you when I get to the town place, I suppose. Okay, so we're back to the beginning of the place. I'm gonna keep playing as Flame Slinger so I don't lose on the first episode again because I lost to some stupid mines. that would be for bad content, and I'm not sure what I would do after that. Thing is, in Swap Force, this actually isn't a thing. There's a little, if you've ever played it on the Wii, there's a little swirly portal thing that actually takes you straight to the village right here. And Flameslinger's gonna die, isn't he? But I don't care what you say. I don't want to lose on the first episode or the third chapter. Because like I said, I'm not sure what I'd do, and I'd probably just attempt to solo run again anyways. Right for where I was at. So, yeah. My channel, my rules. And I'm surprised that I was not a hit. Okay. Anyways, I think we're right there. Pretty sure we are. Actually, if I had the healing elixir magic item, I was actually thinking about putting that on back when I was about to lose him. But I don't have it, so that's why I didn't. Simple as that. Like, at some points I might use something like the magic boots or the time. Well, the time swifter hourglass actually helps too, but the magic boots just make you go faster speed running. So it just makes me go faster, just moves everything along. So I might use those at some point. Never to like, if I was attacking anything, I probably wouldn't use them because that's kind of cheating. But magical elixir will probably come in handy if something like that happens again. But I mean, I didn't die. If Flameslinger didn't die and he has less health than Bumble Blast wouldn't have died. Alright. That took about 7 to 10 minutes maybe. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to level up off this level. I think Bumble Blast also gets over 1,000 health, which is cool. There's not a whole lot of core characters that get over 1,000. Like, the characters that get over 1,000 is a select few Trap Masters, a select few Senseis. Like, I think Tri-Tip might be the only Sensei to get over 1,000, and maybe Grace Father, I could be wrong. All of the Giants get over it easy by quite a bit. Even on level 15, all of them are over 1,000, which I think is what they're aiming for. But, like a few other characters, Chop Chop, he gets over 1,000 at level 20. Bumble Blast, Frino. There are a few that get really close, or at least I'm pretty sure Bumble Blast does. He might need a hat to get over it, but he gets really close. I'm pretty sure Stump Smash will. I don't actually have a level 20 Stump Smash, but I mean it makes sense. Let's get out here. Just kill him. Other than that, I don't really know. I don't think any Trap Team cores do. If any Trap Team characters do get over 1,000, I don't know. So overall, there's only 20 characters. I would call it under 15 characters that get over 1,000. If not under 20. These evil guys are gonna be fucking annoying. Go away. Ow. Ow. Jeez, double hit? Seriously? That is just not nice. Stick the you at them. Not the bees. I'm pretty sure he's gone. Yep.
Let's check this place out.
Boing, boing, boing.
Thanks for helping.
Alright, you bet. Alright, so this is probably the time where I would probably put on the winged boots. Just because it's a pretty easy stretch. There's not gonna be a few enemies. I think I'm just gonna put it on because we're approaching 40. And like, we're just gonna shoot this down a few times. That's new. I didn't actually know that popped up over there.
Too easy.
Yahoo! Why did it go out? It's either it paused it or it went out already. I just paused it. Alright. Speed. Another thing that I'm going to be doing during these speed runs is probably not going to leave any enemy behind. Sorry about that.
Too easy.
Also, that guy's trying to snipe me from way over here, dude. Jeez. Okay, that... Oh, wait. Alright, and that queen dude actually did something. You healed him as he got knocked off an edge. Level up, let's go. Alright, this is the third, what is it? Alright, we're over 800 now. That's nice. Yeah, I think Bumble Blast will be able to get over it. He's already 3/4 to the way, so 3/4. Yeah, I think he'll be able to get over 100, yeah. Over 1,000, I mean, sorry, dude. My brain's kind of slow. Alright, boom.
I knew you could do it.
Did 3 levels. Well, 3.5 because I had to go through it twice, but... Alright, 40 minutes, 3 levels, I'll take it. That means hopefully next time we'll be able to do Rampart Ruins, and then... I don't know. Saving continues. Alright, anyways, I'm just gonna end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of the Skylanders Bumble Blast solo run. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. I want to do this one. No, I don't want to pause it either. Alright, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. No, take that off. Today's episode of the Skylanders Bumble Blast solo run, first one. Hopefully, we should be able to do it in 8 episodes so we can move on to the next one. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you all next time.